Yeah, oh yeah.
Oh yeah, Fractal Bitcoin. Welcome. I'm Chris. This is your daily Bitcoin news video. Let's get right into it. This is the price update. Price right now is $51,849. Actually, earlier today or overnight, we did go over 52,000, so that's good. And you can see on this chart, we're zoomed out. We're looking at from 2015 to the current date, and you see the dotted green line going across. That's the current price. We're getting pretty close to all-time highs in the big picture. So people are thinking we might really race up to 60K pretty quick. But again, the next 18 to 24 months are going to be the bull run, and it's going to be exciting. Let's move on to more news. Happy Valentine's Day. Check out this video, right? Look at this. Yeah, that's pretty cool. They painted a woman on the side of a cow. They painted a woman and then a guy following her, giving her flowers. It's very cool. And of course, in true Bitcoiner fashion, here's one. I don't want flowers. I want you to stack more Bitcoin. That's right. That's what all the women should be saying to the men. Don't get me flowers and chocolate. You should be stacking more Bitcoin. And here is the CEO of Bitcoin, and he's going to be raising prices. All right, this is not the CEO. There is no CEO of Bitcoin, but this is that Satoshi guy I told you about yesterday. This is pretty funny, but we do have 2024 vibes. This is getting exciting now. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, come on. Come on. This is the vibe. Seriously, we went through a year and a half to 2 years, well, a year and a half of a bear market. You don't know how stressful and crazy that is and depressing and everything, even though we know what's happening in a bear market. Nobody likes the price dropping 80%. So you fight through that for a year and a half, and now the next 2 years is the time. It's exciting. Let's go. All right, the incoming texts have begun. The bull market leading indicator. This is when your friends start to text you. So, on the real, should I dump what I can into Bitcoin? Where do you think it'll be in 12 months? Yep, we're going to have friends and relatives start contacting us. It happens every bull market. And here, this is one of the most amazing graphics in Bitcoin. This guy, the Rational Root, I think came up with this. You could see on the top right. But this is the 4-year cycle, and you can actually see, well, first of all, Wall Street is waking up to the curve of this line, right? They're learning. But if you really look on here, you can see the red dots are the bottoms. You can see down here, the bottoms. And we just had our bottom. This is the last one we had here. And then the all-time highs are the dark blue over here. And you can see where we are right now. We're right between the ETF approval and the next halving. So we're right here. And the halvings are the light blue dots, which are right here. So our next halving is going to be right here. So we pretty much know we're going to go around the circle. And when we get over to this quadrant, new all-time high. So we know basically look at all the all-time highs, right, clumped together, and all the bottoms clumped together. This is because of how Bitcoin works. It's fascinating. This is almost a little scary, but Whitney Webb posted the highly regulated stablecoins that they're talking about. By the way, she's referencing this post here where the government's starting to talk about highly regulated stablecoins. They're not saying the word CBDC anymore. They're starting to say highly regulated stablecoins. They are the CBDC, guys. The private banks that own the Fed are going to issue their own programmable surveillance money, and you are being led to think it's a win against the digital ID CBDC agenda, but it's not. It's a public-private partnership. So they're going to try and sell it to us as, oh no, it's a stable coin, whatever. It's not. It's a CBDC, and it's programmable surveillance money. And surveillance, you know what that means. They're going to watch everything you do. But programmable is the fact that they can turn it off anytime they want. Scary. So we need to resist the CBDCs as much as we can, but in all reality, I don't know if we're going to be able to stop it. And so thank God for Bitcoin, right? Now, this is just in. CNBC anchor calls out the SEC's Gary Gensler on live TV about his inaccurate criticism of Bitcoin. I didn't watch this clip because we already know they just lie. They misrepresent Bitcoin, they lie. And so if you want to watch this, the link is below. Of course, the links to everything I'm talking about are below, just so you know. And here is a cool post. The perfect woman doesn't exist. Oh, wait. Attacking an IRS agent whilst repeatedly shouting, "End the Fed." I mean, this is, come on. That's love. That she's a catch for any guy. All right, some more big breaking news. Bitcoin miners have begun receiving letters from the EIA forcing them to report sensitive data. The miner who received this letter only has 10 days to respond to the request by the EIA or face huge fines or worse. Fortunately, we have a plan on how to fight back, but let me share more about the EIA mandated survey. And there's a whole post here. And I was like, well, what is the EIA? And of course, it's the U.S. Energy Information Administration. Some government bureaucracy, which, by the way, they can't even make a website that shows their entire page when you zoom in a little. I mean, come on, people. But anyway, miners are going to start being hassled. We know this is going to happen. They're going to hassle them, and then they're going to tax them, and we just have to fight back and endure it the best we can. That's all we can do. So this is just in. Missouri advances bill guarding right to buy, hold, and mine Bitcoin. Yeah, so Missouri is advancing this bill. Now, it's kind of weird. Why can't we just do it? Why does there have to be a law that says we can do it? I thought there was freedom and liberty in this country, right? Oh, now, see, this is everything gets regulated. You just can't do something. If you just try to do something, they're going to sue you into oblivion. But anyway, it's good that some government entities are sort of fighting back and explaining that, look, people need the right to buy, hold, and mine Bitcoin. I mean, this is obvious. We should all be fighting for this. But of course, the federal government is going to try to fight it and tax us into oblivion. Here's a platform called HODL HODL, and this is a P2P Bitcoin trading platform. So that means peer-to-peer, and it's non-custodial Bitcoin trading solution. So, and they don't hold your funds. So apparently you can buy a Bitcoin without doing KYC. I haven't used this platform. I don't know much about it, but someone mentioned it on Twitter, so I thought I would let you know. If you don't want to buy Bitcoin the normal way, like with Coinbase or something, if you're in the US, then you can try things like this. Now, as far as the legality and all that, I don't know. Look into it. But this came recommended from someone who knows what they're talking about and said this is one good option to buy Bitcoin without KYC. And speaking of freedom, free Julian Assange. This is kind of exciting. The Australian Parliament has voted today with 86 in favor and 42 against, urging the US and UK to allow Julian Assange to return home to Australia. And here's a really telling graphic. These men on the left committed war crimes. It's Obama, Bush, and Clinton. And this man on the right exposed war crimes. That's Julian Assange. And the question, guess which one is in jail? Exactly. So hopefully the Australian government or Australian Parliament bringing this up and giving it more press and more coverage will hopefully set some dominoes into effect so we can get Julian Assange freed. Now, here's a company called Studio BTC. They actually produce videos live streams and video channels and podcasts, and they're sticking for the most part to the Bitcoin space. And they recently were listed on this website here, Bitcoin Launches. So here's Studio BTC. But this is a website called bitcoinlaunches.com, and this is a list of a lot of different Bitcoin projects. So if you want to check out what people are building and what they're doing, here's Geyser. Geyser's a crowdfunding app, which I actually have. Fractal Bitcoin is on Geyser, so you guys can donate sats through Geyser. But anyway, bitcoinlaunches.com. I thought this was kind of cool. And our website is fractalbitcoin.com. If you come up here to the top, there's a link, join our locals community. If you click that, you'll come to our locals community, which this is what it looks like. So join our community, hang out and chat. It's a lot of fun. And don't forget the Bitcoin panel. This is our Friday live streams. We start at 4 p.m. Eastern, and I invite a bunch of cool, really knowledgeable Bitcoin people, experts. So it's a lot of fun. The Bitcoin panel is really just a lot of fun. So thanks for watching. Tune in tomorrow for another Bitcoin news video, and make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel and follow the channel. And also, if you want to help me grow the show, I'm really trying to grow. So just share the show. If you know any Bitcoiners or even family members who might want to learn about Bitcoin, watching a little quick news video every day really helps people start to absorb a lot of information about the whole Bitcoin space. And so then they can feel more comfortable because they know more about Bitcoin, then they might want to get into it, right? Because, one thing I wanted to mention was, we're in that period of the bull run where it's getting exciting, the price is going up, and, people like me and Bitcoiners everywhere, we've kind of been telling our family and friends about Bitcoin for years. And this is the time when it's starting to go up that the excitement kicks in. And we want to go to our friends and family. We want to go back to them and say, now's the time. But personally, I don't feel like approaching them that way because I'm not trying to sell Bitcoin to them. I mean, people have to figure this out and learn about it and understand it on their own. There's no way I can do that for them. And if I just try to again, you should buy Bitcoin, which I've never said to anyone before, by the way. I've never said buy Bitcoin or you should buy Bitcoin. But so it's the wrong time to pressure people. And it's never a good time to pressure people, but this is the time of the cycle where Bitcoiners really want to share the excitement, but we really can't because people find it annoying. If they're not ready to embrace Bitcoin, we come off as annoying, right? And so what we do, and if you're a Bitcoiner, you know this, we just don't say anything. And time goes by, cycles go by, and people miss opportunities, right? Because we really, a lot of times we forget how early we are and how fortunate we are to be involved this early. And the fact that we understand Bitcoin, at least to such a degree that we know how important it is and we can avail the benefits of participating in Bitcoin. So anyway, all right. Well, thanks for watching. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye.